Hello everyone, welcome to the Travel Coach, moving body, mind and spirit. My guest today is a well-known home baker based in London, owner at Anuja's Bakehouse, specializing in eggless, vegan and gluten-free designer cakes. She left her career in marketing to take up baking with a desire to bake guilt-free, healthy treats. Today, she proudly bakes countless creations every year, satisfying hundreds of sweet tooth while keeping them healthy. Anuja, Vakil, welcome to the Travel Coach.
Hello, nice to catch you up again and looking forward to share my views.
Yeah, so happy you're here. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks
So
to you.
Anuja, I'm very curious about the childhood of my guests. So I would like to know your relationship with travel growing up, basically. So what are the memories that you have from that phase of your life?
I have lots of funny memories as well as very harsh memories sometimes. Like I started my travel when I was like 6 months old. I was born in Calcutta. Yeah, and my first flight was from Calcutta to Gujarat. So it was a state in India. So that time I didn't know anything about traveling, but there's when my this memory started of traveling. And my dad was a big time traveler. So every year we did at least 4 trips all around India. So if you say Nepal, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Kashmir, I mean I've been everywhere, every part of India, Kerala, you name, and almost I have done. So I was exposed to every bit of traveling as well. Like if traveling is in a lower class train or a highest level of the luxury car or flight. So I have taken all the taste of real travel zones with my dad because he was like, okay, you're getting this. Okay, go for it. Okay, you're getting this. Live with it. He has trained us like that. So I was very much exposed that how traveling should be.
Okay, so now we understand where this vein comes from, yeah? The travel passion that you have.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing that. So interesting that you have, and so lucky, yeah, as a young,
very lucky,
very young little
lucky.
girl.
Yeah. And my husband still teases me that your dad was very clever. He did all the domestic trips with you and left all the international trips on me. So very smart businessman you are. Actually, yes.
Good point. So yes, that is like, okay, now you're done. Now you go with your husband.
Now you do, now you travel with international packages, whatever you want with Dhawal Vakil.
That's good. But it's not a bad deal, yeah? So you did it very well.
He's the same. Being in London, we travel now around Europe because Europe itself is so beautiful. I mean, each and every country in Europe is hidden gem.
Yeah. Every country is beautiful. We are going to talk about that. Yeah. So, because you now live in the UK, you are originally from India, as you shared, and I would like to first explore this move from India to the UK because it's a big travel experience in itself. I don't know how long are you in the UK, and I would like also 7 years. I would like also if you can share, the change. So how was your lifestyle? How was your life back in India, first of all?
So in India, when I shifted to Mumbai, so this was my literally third move. So from Gujarat to Mumbai, leaving one career aside, from Mumbai to London, again leaving other career aside. It was a very hard move for me. For Indian culture, the ladies usually have to follow their husband's path, right? So wherever they go, okay, he has got a job in Hamburg. Okay, I have to move along with him. So I had no option with a small child in my hand, like 2.5 years. So I was in literal depression when I came here. I have no relative in UK. I had zero friends in UK. To start a career again from zero for the fourth time, it's very hard for a woman like me who is a hyperactive person. You will see me 15 hours running here and there, like my swimming, my gym, even though everything, like I'm very active girl. So for me, it was devastating to leave everything behind. I made my clientele and then leaving everything aside and moving to UK. It's in 7 years. But thanks to again my dad, who has taught me so many traveling and his marketing skills, that I gel along with anyone and can explore my markets anywhere and everywhere. Like I am the one who creates my own market. I don't need anyone to give me market. You understand? That's
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So, but traveling, I would say this because I was very depressed. My husband is also very smart. He knows me. He knows my sad now. So he took me in the second month to Scotland. The fourth month I was in, I think, Paris. Then I went to Northern Ireland. And then I have a book like I went to Iceland. And you can see in Iceland, literally, my child is so small. I took a risk. Like people were telling us that, are you kidding me? Like with a 3-year-old child in February in Iceland. It's crazy chilling and your hand shiver and the wind is on a speed that if he doesn't hold me, he will fly. It's that bad. So, but we were like, I needed that. I needed that exposure because I never had been to like a real travel zone after going to Scotland, and we always do road trips. Thanks to my husband again, because we always land in a country, take a car, and then travel around the entire country, and that is how we explore the real country.
That's so
So
interesting because so you I understand you didn't want to come to the UK. So was a decision because your husband had a job opportunity and all the family had to move. So you
yes,
just moved
yes.
against your will, yeah?
Yeah, but yeah, I did. But I put my foot down saying that I won't move ahead from London. Like
Okay.
he asked me to go to Hamburg. Now, Hamburg is such a place, such a tiny place. London is still very big. You have a lot of Indians around and that no hustle bustle. In Hamburg, I went for 10 days with the company's expense because his boss asked that bring your wife and let's see how she explores Hamburg. Man, I was like, I would again went into the, I would again go into depression. I will stay alone. You divorce me. I'm putting my foot down. I don't want to go anywhere from here. So yeah,
So you
that
arrived to a
doing up
negotiation,
now.
yeah? You had to negotiate exactly the
Yeah,
place.
he understood. He understood Anuja is a very lively. She could not manage here. I started getting jobs from Hamburg for baking as well because there everybody does marzipan cakes. Germany and marzipan goes together. But when I showed them my cakes, they were like, "We are ready to hire you." So again, there was not a problem with that. But me not being amongst like some of my friends and circles, I mean, it was very like I was not happy to move.
Yeah, no, I understand because you also had to leave. You
Now
had
he
to
does
leave
3 days.
your
Three
career
days.
and your family behind, right? So you had a career in marketing and
Um,
sales in India, and you were successful. You are, highly professional, as you said, very active, and
Yeah.
your family all there. So these challenges that maybe lead you to this state of depression that you are mentioning, yeah?
Yes, yes, yes. This traveling is like a source of energy to me. For in the initial period, like we stayed on rent, right? But it takes time to set into any country. You have to blend into that culture, that those people around you. Lot of things like I cannot even express how I started my career here because I didn't know anyone and how to just market my products. I cannot sell. I did a business of loss. But anyways, as far as I traveled, like I went to Germany, I saw everybody is using marzipan. I came to know what is marzipan. In my life, I have never heard that name. What is marzipan?
In Spain, we know
So
it very well.
I know, I know. But for Indian, like we in our culture, what is
It's
marzipan?
different, yeah,
And
yeah.
no, I learned so much. So whenever he goes to Hamburg, if I go with him, I would even always do conversation with the bakers there, the chefs there. They're so cute. They will like, guide me. Ki, Anuja, we do this with this layer, pistachio marzipan, this marzipan, that marzipan. I do take it in my recipes, and like that's how I mean, I'm very good in marketing. So yeah, people see my as you have seen my Bakehouse page,
Yeah,
like how
your
I, yeah,
website is amazing and you
totally
feel
doing
like
it very,
eating cakes.
yeah. So I promised you I will send you some.
You sent me some and not healthy, so it's guilt-free. I love the guilt-free part, so it's so
Yeah,
good, so
yeah.
good.
It's a multi-grain flour, yeah.
But give
So
me,
that's the way I groom with the traveling part. And wherever I go, just I'm in that zone. I free my mind. My soul is like free from every responsibility. Like people go out for luxury. For me, my home is as well luxury. Right now, I'm sitting in so much peace, sipping a cup of coffee, and I really don't need to go out for luxury. Like,
you
and
appreciate what you have at home. It's not a way of escaping, it's a
my
way of
home is a
feeding your
five-star resort.
soul.
Trust me, my home for me is a five-star resort. I don't need to go out for luxury. For me, to travel is not luxury. It's to blend with local culture, their food, the way they live, the way they empathize others. Many things are there that how they do, how
How
they real travel. And we are rucksack backpackers, real backpackers.
the real deal. How did you find out that travel? So let's put again into context, right? So you moved from India to the UK, you didn't know anybody, you had to, quit your job, start from the beginning with a small child, with all your energy that you needed to do things. And you said you felt depressed, but then you started traveling. Your husband suggested to go to Scotland to start traveling. How this happened, and how did you, find that actually these places starting to traveling starting make you feel better?
As I say, traveling is in my blood actually, not was is in my blood. And since my birth, I have been like traveling. But Bombay life, India life in Bombay, it is so hectic. Trust me, people go to office, come back. It's all about work, 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 and then they enjoy life. But like if you, there's a mentality, that you cannot leave your business aside and just go because you feel that you will incur loss because you're leaving everything. Now the job style in UK and India is very different. My husband now gets like Saturday, Sunday entirely off. In Christmas, he gets holidays. Whenever he wants holidays, he gets it. But in India, oh my God, there's a lot of pressure on him. That you want to plan a holiday? Okay, tell before 6 months. The company he was in, it was highly pressurizing for him. So we never could travel like as 4 trips in a year, like 1 trip a year. Okay, and we have to be happy. Same environment again and again. So it was a mental block sometimes that come on, what are we living for? Like we are earning so much, and if we cannot enjoy our life, what we love, then what is the use of so much money, huh?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yes, all right.
In UK when we landed, we saw people like wow, they are traveling like I mean, the traveling is first, it's a necessity here. Taking holidays is a necessity in UK. You have to take
Should
holidays.
be mandatory. Yeah.
Yeah, because to understand, yeah, that people need that relaxation. Work is not everything.
Yeah,
You know,
so yeah.
this is all here and there, but for your soul, it's like a meditation to me. When I leave my house, my meditation starts there. People have to go for meditation, do sadhanas and all that, lot of praises and all of om and all that. For them, that is meditation. For me, leaving my house and starting from the airport, my meditation begins. And it ends when I come back. And that power, it is a proof. I have always crossed my all numbers. If you see my back videos on Anuja's Bakehouse, whenever I have put, like, I put my soul in whatever I do. In my insurance career, also, I was a topper. So, being a sales girl, you know, I still meet so many people and I motivate so many people. So many girls come to me for a cup of tea that Anuja, that positive aura, where does this all come from? I think it is because I am fresh.
You keep your
My
energy. Yeah.
of any tensions. I don't just stress. If I'm stressed, pack a bag and just leave. That is me. You know, I'm like I have done enough for this Diwali. I told my husband, I don't want to work for Christmas. That's it. And we just booked our Morocco trip. Nothing doing.
Beautiful.
Business comes later. Business is there. Business is not going anywhere. You understand?
So what do you do when you go to do trips? What do you like to do when abroad?
Firstly, we take only like 5 to 6 clothes in a rucksack. We don't like carrying big luggages like most of the people do. Like they want to dress up and daily. Yes, I do dress up, but my clothes are like they come in like this. So very smart in that. We take a local car. We drive. We drive around off-beaten tracks. Usually, we make our own trip that where we want to go. We usually indulge ourselves in local food, though we are vegetarians, pure vegetarians, but we do indulge ourselves in as much as local culture, the nightlife, how they survive, like how they work. Like one day there was a thing that I thought that I would leave everything once my son is grown up, and I would live in a country for 6 months, work there as a baker, earn there, and spend my time in that country. Because for me to explore a country in like 1 week and 10 days, no, it's a big no. It's not possible because every country has its beauty. UK itself is so beautiful and big that you would need, like, I have not seen entire London till date.
You
There's
like
so
to go
many
deeper,
living
yeah?
spots,
Go
so great.
deeper.
Yeah, I love going deeper. I'm a nature person, less of a history museum person, because nature heals me. Even if
Yeah.
I want to cry, I would sit with a cup of tea in my garden. Like then I went out. I think I still give time to myself. Wherever I go, I have a habit of singing. So like I was a singer as well. So I wherever I go, I just choose a nice silent place. I sing with the loudest voice I can. Who the fuck cares, right? I'm sorry for my language, but
And they don't know you. Nobody knows you when you are abroad. You can sing and
who cares, right? And my husband laughs and Anuja, you gone crazy. I said, yeah, this is my life, right?
yeah.
So it's like he supports me a lot, and that's the best part. Not all husbands are like this because they want everything very particular. For
Yeah.
me, when I go to travel, nothing is particular. So I usually never travel in a group. I'm very particular of certain things like I adjust. Like if you get only a pizza a day, done with that. If you get smoothie, like my son, he was 3 year old when I took him to Iceland and then Norway. I told you 12 days, 10 motels, and literally nothing to eat.
Wow.
Literally, we got smoothies everywhere. So it's we learn about survival.
Mm.
That it is not necessary that you carry on so much food, and eating is not traveling. Yes, you survive to travel. You survive to eat. I mean, sorry, you eat to survive. So you, as you go on a different side of like Norway, Iceland, it's very tough to get food you demand. It's very tough. But
How did you
fruits,
how did you
yeah.
manage to keep your energy? Because you said you regenerate, you recharge when you travel, but the way you are traveling is like even does not feel like you are just having
But
camping
that's my
in the
enjoyment.
beach, right? So how do you recharge the energy with the
Okay.
kind of travel you do?
There is a different definition, I would say, to refreshment. For some people, like I bake like mad, 15-20 hours, I can stand on my feet and I can work. So my best friend before few days told me, Anuja, it's Diwali. Take a break.
Mm.
I said, why? You must be tired. No, for me, this is enjoyment and refreshment. So like that, for me, traveling like this, it's a refreshment in itself. You understand?
You just change
I
the
don't need
environment.
to really go to a spa and hammam and take and get the refreshment. I see mountains, I see springs, I see valleys. That's a refreshment. I
You
sit
just
in the car,
you
listen to
change the
music.
scenery, yeah. You change
Atmosphere is
the
changed. I
environment.
listen full volume music is there in the car. That is a refreshment. Music itself is a meditation.
How
You
did you get
understand?
into a bakery? I'm curious. How did you
Huh?
get? How did you get? How did you become a baker?
Oh man, that's a very crazy question. I'm an anti-kitchen person, first of all. Kitchen and me are not related at all. If you ask me right now, Anuja, make some chapatis or something, I'm like, man, I'm tired. But if you say, Anuja, make a brownie, like, okay, okay, order has come. So there's somewhere a motivation of making your own goodwill. I won't say earning. So when I left my career with Ansh was born, when Ansh was born, I had to leave my career in Bombay. You don't can't trust people just like that and keep your baby, because my in-laws were not with me, my parents were not with me in Bombay. I had to handle him alone, right? So I had to take Ayansh and do everything on my own. When he was sleeping in carry cot, I had to cook and everything. So I decided this career of marketing and insurance, this won't work. I have to choose a creative side of mine. Now,
Mm-hmm.
thanks to my mom, she has given me so much teachings on like drawings, like I have been in very good in paintings, drawings, like since my childhood, silly drawings like cartoons and all. Then when I grew up, like sketches. We all three brother and sisters, so we all are trained like that. Skating champion, you say, sports. We play all the sports. So my mom has brought me like that. That even my I can choose any career in my life. I know how to do nice mehndi, henna, anything.
Mm.
I'm a computer and like network engineer as well. So I thought might be someday I might get married to somebody in US, and I might join somebody in networking. So I joined this Bill Gates degree, which was useless and literally useless. So I never have used. Now if you tell that join the LAN and when, oh my God, I'm zero at that. So I've taken all the degrees, but I had to shift to a creative side of mine. And that's when came that let me do something at home. If I was cooking all the time, why not baking? And I did a literally simple course from a lady I still remember in Bombay with white flour and butter, condensed milk, full of calories. And then I saw my husband and my son both were hogging like anything. I'm like, man, I can't give them this unhealthy stuff. When I'm making, I'm looking at it, so much sugar is going, so much white flour is going. This is not healthy. So then I created my own stuff that with the same recipe using yogurt and replacing the flour with multigrain flour and this vegan stuff and all. And then I started giving in free in the entire society. In my
Wow.
entire area, I started giving free to kids and all. And that the day came after a year, a lady said, Anuja, this is quite professional. You should start selling it. I don't even
Oh,
remember who she was, and that was the day I started with literally cheapest cupcake prices. I still
yeah.
remember, because money always came later to me. For me, building my own goodwill as a person, helping others, or maybe charities, kids who are homeless, donating them the cupcakes and all. I've done a lot of charity work here also, but it's like, I love doing that. I love what I do. That is the best
Beautiful.
thing. With
Beautiful.
traveling, as you know, wherever I go, I learn something from there. Like recently, Tres Leches cake is the biggest hit right now with me. Tres Leches is that milk cake, the famous made in Turkey, Istanbul. So I went to the chefs. I said, please, please tell me something. How do you do this? They would say a big thing, but I would catch up because I'm in this field now since like 10 years now almost. So from there, I got this idea. From Germany, I got marzipan's idea. Then from French thing, entremets came into existence. I'm the only one who does eggless and gelatin-free entremets in London. I don't think anybody does that.
So also travel made you better professional.
Absolutely. I
Beautiful.
go now when I'm going to Morocco. I would definitely learn something unusual, which is not here.
Mm, mm.
I
Yeah.
would give literally a day for that. My
Different
husband will
traditions,
go
different ways of cooking, baking the sweets and the desserts.
everything, everything. Yeah, yeah. And they really, the chefs are so sweet sometimes because they know I'm not going to grab their business. Yeah, they are a big company. So yeah, it
Anuja,
all.
what would you say is the biggest transformation that, I don't know, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual that you or your family had from traveling?
We grew more being in love with each other because we started spending time lot as a family. Whenever we go out, I told you, we don't prefer groups usually because we three are very similar in thoughts when it comes to travel. Even my son, if I say you have to hike 14 kilometers, he say yes, mama. If I'm tired, my husband will say, Anuja, come on, let me check your fitness. You will do it. And man, and then I have to do it. So somewhere the bonding of us three is very close to, it started getting more close, you know. So I think that is the biggest win-win situation
I love that.
in after 17, 18 years of marriage. It's been 17 years now. And still I prefer going out with Dhawal only. That's my biggest win-win in my life.
It's different the time you spend, at home with your routines and your daily life when you actually have quality time abroad
Yes.
and you bond,
Because
you
half
set the
of the
relationship.
they fight. Even they go out, they're arguing on something because some ladies want proper dinner, some gents want proper outing. But like no, my wife doesn't agree on that. My wife needs particular dinner. Oh, come on. When you are traveling together, you have to be together in
Yeah,
every sense, right?
definitely.
That's the bonding we have created till now. And touch wood, I'm thinking even if Dhaval cannot join me in future, my son is ready.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Then
that.
I will open an Instagram with mother and son page, you know?
I will definitely follow your adventure to Morocco. I'm very jealous of this one. Huh? You will
Join me.
enjoy
I
it
will
a
come
lot,
to don't worry.
especially yeah, the food and the weather and
Oh,
everything.
yeah, food is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, can't wait to
And
follow
yeah,
it.
I know.
Anuja, I'm hitting, I'm collecting hidden gems from all around the world. So I would like, what's your from the place you are, your region, your country. What's the place that you think is a must to visit? That maybe it's not that famous, but if we go there, we have definitely to check this out.
So the hidden gem, if you ask me, every country or every city in UK has a hidden gem. If you go anywhere in UK, but to me, it's about experience. That's the hidden gem plus the experience. So I would say I love one of the places the best is Cornwall, St. Ives Cornwall. But in that as well, there is a place called Minang Theatre.
Mhm.
Minang Theatre is a theatre, open theatre. It's like open theatre where everybody goes, but they just see the theatre and come back, take the pictures and come back. But for me, it was about the experience, what I wanted to feel. So when we went to Minang Theatre, we saw ahead there's a show done by oldies like about 80 years old age, 75 to 80, all retired people, and they sing a beautiful choir. Trust me, when the waves are hitting the theater from everywhere, it's between the sea, like it surrounds the sea like that. And then when you sit there with a cup of coffee and that shawl on the blanket, and the choir is going on beautifully, and the night time with just few lightings, the experience that matters. That is like wow. I've never been. It's serene. So for me, experiences are also hidden gems,
No,
which
totally.
nobody really does.
Yeah, you took a good
Please.
point here because people is just going there and checking the tick
So
and
when
say,
I am,
okay,
have you
done,
gone to St.
picture,
Michael?
done, next
Okay,
thing.
St. Michael's ticked. Have you gone to Belgium's? Ticked.
Yeah.
What ticked? What did you do? Museum? There is so much to do. There are hidden streets which are amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
so we have a habit of collecting such albums, see?
mm,
Especially for you, Northern Scotland,
yeah,
everything like this is like Italy, the famous ice cream of Italy.
I love
And
it.
then, we collect memories like, see, this is what you say. See, Ayanch is so small. This is
So
Norway, the
sweet.
fjord.
Yeah,
So we collect our memories and keep looking at it because Ayanch is so small, he won't remember anything, right? So we just sit sometimes and you see, Ayanch, when you were this age, we took you here. You have to learn this. He was afraid to go near the heights. And that's in this traveling, we learn so much that now he goes with his dad to the edge of a mountain. I know it is risky, but he knows his limits.
Yeah,
He is his EQ level is amazing.
and there is some people that is, hesitating about taking the kids so young and travel, but it's like the best school. They will learn things that they cannot learn at school.
You trust me, when I see Northern Lights, when I saw Northern Lights before like 2-3 years, we went to Tromso, again a hidden gem of Europe. Now, his his teacher in the school asked him to make an entire project on Northern Lights. He is the only kid to see Northern Lights in his school. And the sir was so proud the way he presented that Anuja, this intelligence level is amazing. For me, just studies, I never focus on that. I'm not a person, a mom who would run into competitions like other mothers do. Because me and my husband have studied from a very simple school. But where we stand, we grow better than anyone else.
You learn much better by experience. You will remember forever when you experience it.
Yes, it's all experience. I don't mind even tomorrow he tells me that, Mommy, I have to be a tour guide in Iceland. Okay, go ahead. You take care of yourself and your wife, and we are done. That's it. So we are very modern. Coming from a conservative family, let me tell you. So it was never easy for me to. You asked me today, right? Have you traveled solo? I was never allowed to travel solo, nor even allowed to travel alone for my studies for MBA. I was never allowed because I was from a conservative family where girls don't go out really so much. But now my husband gave me an opportunity. You want to go alone? Okay, go. That's what I achieved in these 18 years. That trust.
It's curious how also the environment, the culture, it defines our personality, our fears.
Everything. I've changed as a human being, honestly. It's nothing like before. Like even my friends tell me, Anuja, there is amazing transformation in you. So a lot of things when come together, it transform you. It's just like, as in the morning I was laughing that it's not like that you touch 21 countries and yes, I have transformed. Never. It is not like that. It's a traveler who transforms. It's not the traveling which transforms you. It's the traveler who transforms himself by learning that, right? So that's us.
By going deep and experience and let you engage and
learning,
think all the
survival, learning. There's lot to learn in life from every person. Every person is a motivator in some or the other way in every country. Even our driver. If a driver takes us in somewhere for guiding us, just like in Norway somewhere, even he was motivating how to take professional photographs, how to take with the tripod in the shivering cold in minus 25 degrees. Imagine Tromso. Our hands can break these fingers if you are not wearing 2 gloves.
Yeah, need to
it was really itself. Yes, it's very bad.
Anuja, I would be talking with you for hours and hours, and I love the energy and the passion you have for travel and all these experiences. But we need to start wrapping up. So I want to ask you before finishing, if anybody wants to contact you, if anybody wants to, taste this yummy, guilt-free, healthy desserts that you cook and you serve all around Europe. So maybe you can share what's the best way to contact.
If it's for business, then Anuja's Bakehouse is the right page, Anuja's Bakehouse. If it's for travel, any questions, I keep giving free tips wherever I go. So it's Anuja Vakil. So Instagram is the best way to connect with me.
To follow you on your trips. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, I will definitely keep an eye for this one. The next one of Morocco. Thank you, Anuja. It's been a pleasure to have you on board the Travel Coach today.
Same here.
And everybody tuning in, happy and safe travels. Bye.
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 Bye.